Home equity line of credit or HELOCs are great tools all around that you could use for not only paying off your mortgage faster, but also paying down other debt by consolidation and lowering interest rates. But did you know that there's a hidden feature with the HELOC that could also help you boost your credit? And no, it has nothing to do with interest rates or even being able to consolidate multiple debt into one, while they certainly can help overall when it comes to paying less interest. But there's one key critical thing that most people don't know about a HELOC that could ultimately help them boost their credit. By the way, my name is Sam Kwak, one half of the Kwak Brothers, a certified financial education instructor, serial entrepreneur, and an investor. And I've been helping families implement financial concepts and strategy for the last decade that can help them save money, accelerate their wealth, and build their retirement. And in this video, I'm going to show you how using a HELOC not only can help you save you money on interest, but it could also help you boost your credit if used the right way. So one obvious use for a HELOC that could help you save both interest and also boost your credit is by consolidating high interest credit cards into the home equity line of credit. At the time of this recording, most HELOC rates range anywhere between 6 to 8%, and by consolidating your multiple credit cards that are typically in the 18 to 28% range, we could immediately capture potential interest savings by taking our HELOC and then paying off our credit card or multiple credit cards, and thereby switching high interest debt into a lower interest loan. And what I also often find to be true is that by doing so, you also lower your monthly minimum payments that you make on the HELOC, enabling you to increase your monthly cash flow that you could use to further pay down your debt or other obligations that you may have. One of the obvious use for a HELOC to be able to help lower interest costs and increase your cash flow is to simply use the HELOC to pay down other high interest debt. And real quick, the reason why I choose a home equity line of credit, a HELOC, over a HE loan or home equity loan is because of the flexibility. With a home equity line of credit, you're always able to borrow a portion of your credit limit, pay it back, and borrow any principal portion that's available to you at any time. So this certainly maximizes your flexibility if you need the liquidity and cash in the future. Whereas with a home equity loan, albeit sometimes that the interest rates might be lower, you're kind of stuck with just making payments towards it and you're unable to borrow back unless you get another home equity loan. And in these days, as long as you have a balanced budget and a positive cash flow, flexibility can mean a lot of great things, especially true when there's a lot of uncertainty right now in the market, and we certainly don't know what tomorrow holds. So a home equity line of credit, a HELOC, does give you the extra flexibility in case you need it when times get tough or there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the market. Now, before I expose the secret sauce and the secret feature that HELOCs have that you may not know about, I do want to give you a quick little bonus tip when it comes to credit cards. If you have multiple credit cards and you are going to pay it off using a HELOC with a lower interest loan, what I recommend is picking one credit card that gives you the most amount of points, or it might be a retail that you shop with the most. It could be Amazon, Costco, Target, wherever the case might be. I generally recommend keeping one credit card that you use at all times by, of course, capturing points and cash back. But by sticking with one single credit card that you use, you generally have one payment and it's a lot easier when it comes to your cash flow and just the peace of mind of not having to deal with multiple credit card payments you have to juggle every single month. So once you use a HELOC to pay off high interest credit cards, pick one credit card that you know that you're going to use on a daily basis and stick with it. And of course, pay off your credit card every single month so that you don't end up with any kind of interest costs or charges after the statement cycle. Okay, so now let's go and talk about the secret feature with the HELOC that you may not know about that could ultimately help you boost your credit. Now, in the context of most FICO scoring model, which FICO is often used by most lenders and banks to issue credit, when it comes to the most FICO scoring model, approximately 30% of your credit, your score, is about credit utilization. And so how you need to think about your credit score is kind of like a grading rubric where 35% of your score is about on-time payments, making sure that you don't have any late payments. But the second biggest impact to your credit score is going to be credit utilization. And this is simply a measurement of how much credit are you using against revolving lines of credit or revolving credit loans. And the simplest way to calculate this is simply take the total outstanding balance on your revolving credit loans, divide by your total credit limit that you have. So using my whiteboard here, let's say you have 3 credit cards. So credit card A, credit card B, credit card C. And let's say credit card A has a limit of $10,000, credit card B has a limit of 5, and credit card C has a limit of 2,000. So total, you have a limit of $17,000 of credit limit. And let's say on credit card A, you owe, $2,000 on it. You owe about $1,000 on credit card B, and you owe, let's say another $1,000 on credit card C. So your outstanding balance across all 3 credit cards, revolving loans, is $4,000. Okay, so I'm missing a 1 here. There we go. Perfect. So the math is you simply take 4,000 divided by $17,000, which is ultimately 23%. So I'm just going to round it to a whole number. So 23% utilization. Now, in many cases, there's no hard rule of thumb, but I generally recommend that you keep your credit utilization below 30%. Now, if it's 0, great. That means you don't owe any interest, then that's great. But 30% or less is my general recommendation and suggestion to keep your credit score healthy. Now, of course, the lower the credit utilization percentage, the better or more positive impact you will have to your credit. And again, this is only based on revolving credit only, such as a credit card. Now, this is where the secret feature of a HELOC kicks in. Technically, a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, is also a revolving credit. But lenders and credit bureaus treat HELOCs differently when it comes to credit utilization calculation. In fact, according to one article from Yahoo Finance, unlike credit cards, the balance on your HELOC doesn't usually count towards your revolving utilization rate, which means having a high HELOC balance won't necessarily hurt your score the same way maxing out a credit card would. So the secret here is that if you were to take your HELOC and pay off your multiple credit card debts, it could actually help with your credit utilization rate, even though you have the same exact outstanding balance of debt in terms of your overall finance picture. So if we were to take our HELOC and pay off this $4,000 outstanding credit card balance, and essentially bringing our credit card balance down to 0, but our balance of $4,000 is now with a HELOC, technically, with most cases, you are at now a 0% utilization, giving you a potential major boost to your credit. Now, I do want to give you a caveat that not all HELOCs work this way. I've seen some HELOCs that do impact credit utilization, but most lenders that I've worked with, many times, it's not the same thing as a credit card. It won't affect the credit utilization. So even by maxing out the HELOC, which I don't generally recommend, it won't have the same negative impact as what the article says, maxing out your credit card as well. So this is a little bit of a secret hack, if you will, right? I hate calling it that, but it really is in the sense that if you have multiple credit card debt and you have other revolving debt, such as even a unsecured personal line of credit, you're able to take the HELOC, pay off all of your other debts like credit card and personal line of credit, and you now have a lower interest rate, saving you some money on cost and time potentially as well. But it also now helps you with your credit situation by basically taking the credit utilization rate down to 0 and pretty much leaving the credit card balance at 0 every single month and pay it off. Now, of course, if you have, other missed payments or collections on your credit, that obviously is going to have a significant negative impact on your credit. And doing this where using the HELOC to consolidate your credit cards may or may not help that much. But if you have pretty much a perfect stellar record when it comes to your on-time payments, and you don't have any collections, if you don't have any other negative items or impacts on your credit, but let's say you have a higher credit utilization, say 30, 40, 50% and beyond, using a HELOC to paying off your revolving credit can certainly give you a major boost. Now, I don't want to promise anything as far as, going from 600 to 700 or anything like that, but it could be a dramatic positive impact to your credit. It just varies depending on the types of accounts you have and your the rest of the credit history and context. So I don't want to promise that this is going to give you an instant, 100-point boost or anything like that. But I have seen quite a big jumps by helping clients implement something like this in the past. So there you have it. Not only could HELOCs help you pay less interest and help you consolidate debt into a lower interest cost, but it's got a secret feature that could help you boost your credit by taking debt that affects your credit utilization off the table into a HELOC, where oftentimes and many times HELOCs don't negatively impact your credit utilization. So if you found this video to be helpful and you had an aha moment, be sure to leave your comments down below, share this with your friends and family who desperately need financial tips and helps, and be sure to check out some of the other videos that we have about paying off your mortgage and taking a better control of your finance. So with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.